I think we can start.
So yesterday, all of us have made a future plan for next 4 months, like till November. So we would be sharing our plans for next 4 months, and you can listen, share what you think, suggest, feedback, etc., etc.
Okay, so we have decided that for the first 2 months we'll be in campus and working on like technically the August and September we'll be working in campus doing stuff accordingly, like taking projects and stuff like that, like how we're doing this month. I mean last month, and on October, November we'll go for an internship or an apprenticeship or a volunteering somewhere or trying out some business. So these are a few options that we could come up. So so we'll share each of us. And December we will come back to campus, reflect, and then plan about next 6 months.
And also, it's not like we'll be just doing that. We may also do some project, do some works, maybe together or individually also.
Yes. So mine is that I want to continue experimenting on different types of stuff, like flour, for example. And I also want to explore different types of flours and different methods of making a cake. So I'll continue doing that. And I want to take any one project, maybe regarding one skill that I would like to develop for getting an internship specifically for a project, and simultaneously see what kind of internships I can get and develop those skills, obviously, and build a portfolio for that too. And what kind of internship is that? I'm looking for an internship. I'm open for either having an internship in a home baking place or a cloud kitchen or a bakery.
Tell me again, what are those three?
Internship in maybe a home baker or a cloud kitchen or in a bakery. A home baker is like third preference.
Okay, I want what I would want to do is on I want to continue learning Figma. Like currently, I'm designing an app. The objective is to learn Figma. It's a software used by UI designers, just how Illustrator or Photoshop is used by graphic designers. Figma is one such software used by UI designers. So I want to like properly learn maximum features that are available in Figma, and also make proper, neat, and beautiful screens using Figma. And then I am currently practicing design thinking. Like last 2 weeks, I was doing on ideation, and this week I'm doing on prototype. And I would continue doing different stages of design thinking throughout this month. And I'm also working on Coversity website for my portfolio, like start building my portfolio. And also I want to work on my LinkedIn profile. So if I want to get an internship, I think having a good LinkedIn profile would help. So I already have a LinkedIn profile. I just have to update more things in my profile, activities and all of that stuff. And in September, I'm still debating if I want to do, I want to do a course, beginner's course on UI and UX from Interaction Design Foundation. I already completed design thinking course from the same foundation. So I want to do another course also, but I'm not sure whether I want to do it next month or this month. And I also continue practicing design thinking. And I also want to do practice or know about digital art. I think that is also something that I would need to do an internship. And obviously start searching for internships. And Coversity website, like Coversity website, we are still not yet kind of decided on how it's going to be and all of that stuff. So I'm assuming it may continue to next month. So I've added that too. And also general skills that any company uses, like presenting, maintaining documents, organizing stuff. So I want to do that too, and properly make my portfolio, like complete my portfolio. And also I want to talk to different people, like different designers, on how I can present my portfolio, how a designer portfolio should be, what all it contains, and many other things. So talk to professional designers. And in October, November, I want to do an internship or an apprenticeship. I'm thinking like maybe from startup or freelancer is what I'm thinking, because I've like many people and many things I've heard that if you start working from a big companies, it's like they already have the systems built already. It's not, there's no lot of scope in for learning. I don't know how much it's true or not, but I thought, okay, let's start with whatever I get. So, and I want to do offline internship itself. I definitely don't want to do an online one. And I want to do an internship in user experience, user interface branch of design.
Yeah, I'll go next. So for this month, I have two website projects. So one is the Naturals website, and the other one is Aarohi Coversity. So I was hoping I'll get most of the work done this month. If it drags on to next month, that's okay. But I want the majority of the work to happen this month, and maybe even finish the website, at least the main project website this month, which is the e-commerce one for Dhanak Naturals. So, and then after that, the next month, I'd like to take up some projects related to digital marketing, like maybe projects including running paid ads for someone, or creating a social media strategy. So anything that would help me land an internship for in the field of digital marketing. Yeah. So those are the plan for the next 2 months, and then obviously October and November, I'd like to at least get one internship, and I'd like to explore Airbnb as a business. Yeah, that's my plan. But I'm not clear right now as to what all I would need to get my internship for digital marketing. So I'm still like noting that down. What are the different points what are the different skills I need to make that happen?
I don't see David. Is he somewhere?
He's not feeling well, so he didn't.
Okay.
So, me and Eden started photography. Means we both wanted to do a partnership in photography. And how many clicks did you take? No, like. So my next plan for this 4 months is I wanted to do interior designing with pencil sketch, and I wanted to try some internships in some other cities. And after designing, I wanted to go for photography and videography courses. That's
So I'll be doing for next 4 months. 2 months I'll be doing my portfolio and taking some pictures, and I'll be even searching for my thing. And next 2 months I'll be not yet decided. So I'll be doing some. I need to decide some more. I've not detailed so much.
Okay. So I'm not yet clear about the internship part, as in which domain which I want to choose out of two and work on it. So I need some idea about that. So I guess I need some time or some kind of discussion about that. And for this 2 months, I wish to like more work on more projects and also develop the skills which I need for the internships. So I'm not yet clear as in what I really want to do for the next few months, as in, so I actually need some more time and also some kind of discussion about it.
If anyone has anything to share, ask anything, you can share.
yes. So I'm thinking cohort members, whoever need discussion about their next few months, especially the next 4 months,
can put up a slot, ask for people to join in. If you want general, if you want to just discuss it with your parents, you can discuss that way. If you want to discuss one-to-one with your guide, you can discuss that way. But if you want to involve a larger group for helping you brainstorm, then you can put up a slot and invite people to join your. Yeah, so that's up to you to take the leadership and say, okay, I want a discussion.
So like right now or after this meeting, like any other day or time?
Do you decide? The point that I wanted to make is that it is not expected that everybody would be clear about what I am wanting to do, or how do I do it, or when do I do it, or in what form I do it. But what is expected is that you take initiative. It's your journey, your life. You take the initiative and say, guys, help me, or come for a discussion on my planning. So you have to invite people. You have to take that initiative. That's the point.
One question we had was like some of us might be clear of what help we need from the guides for to get our internship, and some may not be clear. So do we share that now or in our one-to-one with our guides?
I think this meeting is really for you guys. So it's however you guys, if you want, I'm proposing this. We can have some breakout rooms now if people want to kind of connect with and discuss further now. Otherwise, if you want to discuss at a broader level for all of you, we can do that as well. We
I
can do
guess
it now, we
first-
can do it later.
Yeah, I guess first doing it with our guide as in one-to-one, then maybe doing it with the whole group.
Yeah, I think we can do that. What Aparna just suggest. So there are breakout rooms already. I think we can move on. Vinod uncle will join room 3.
Wait. So the guides don't have anything to talk to the whole group, ask the whole group anything? I'm personally not in favor of one-to-ones in this time slot. The guide and this is for all of us to come together and understand. So that's my view. But yeah, it's open. If people think that no, this is a good time to go one-to-one, that's also okay.
Okay, so does guides have anything to share with us? No, something.
Okay, I'll go first. I guess some of you are sharing on Discord whatever you're doing, and so as someone who's not at the campus, I have some idea of where you are at. But some like others are not, like I don't have much clarity about what Eden is, so maybe he can share now, or I think that putting in that group or in that Discord thing would also help the person, the one who is doing it, to see what all they've done. I think that's the purpose. So what Eden or Hari, in whatever way or format, just kind of share what you've been doing. So it also helps us see how it is panning out for you. Some are very regular, so I get a glimpse of, oh, this is how it's happening. But for many others, it's very ad hoc. One day they put, then they forget, or don't put for many weeks. So I think that would help me as a guide to see how this is going on a daily basis for you. If not daily, at least consistently try putting that.
Yes, I second this point of Kritika. I think it's very useful for us to keep a track of how you guys are progressing. So it'll be a great idea, especially Eden and David. I think I've been reminding you on this. It's time for you to get a little bit serious on this.
Yeah, so just to add to that, so it would also be nice if parents and the child or any guide or any of the member have a discussion that summary is also shared of what all was discussed, because otherwise we don't know what's the discussion that is happening between the parent and the youth, as well as we don't know what is happening between the guide and the youth, so member. So yeah, if all of that is shared, I mean that's the only way we can all kind of work together, if everybody is sharing what is going on.
The rubrics part, I think that emotional rubric reflection, it is there. The last week, I think it was missed. I think so. Just reminding, continue that one.
Okay, so we also need some kind of help in deciding the self-development topic every week. Okay, also getting some activities, something which we can do for it. Yeah.
So maybe each one of you can come each week, or one of you can take up for all week. It's up to you guys how you want to do it. So we do it on Wednesday, 3 to 4.
Session has to be prepared by the guide, or you are preparing, we want to participate.
No, prepare.
Guides has to prepare the session.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
prepare. We'll come as in we'll join.
Conducting the session. Oh.
Yeah, before that,
On self-development, by the way.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what before that, what we would like to know, at least I would like to know, update on where you are right now, what all you have covered, and how you are doing.
And actually, what is that self-development means itself in you, according to you, cohort?
Are you saying about the self-development activities, whatever we have done till now, Nalini?
Yes. Whatever, like not only activities, like brief, so that we can get the idea, so that, you know.
Okay, so 1 week we did each one took one topic, since like one struggle that we are facing for doing something. So 1 week we did that, and 1 week we did on escapism.
And 1 week we did on creative thinking.
And we also did on public speaking.
These are between yourselves, or like with some facilitator you're doing it?
No, it is between us.
So have you put the reflection, like all these four, where you are at before and after doing, what is the result you got, kind of thing in Discord? Have you put it?
No, we haven't done reflection on any of them.
So basically,
Actually, we were posting it in the self-spirituality channel. Not as in we were not, everybody was not doing it, but it's a bit updated in that channel.
so basically, as you said, we didn't kind of really look into how we were before, how we later we implemented and then doing it. We didn't do any such sort till now. Maybe we can do as you guys bring. Like we can try different ways. But till now, we just picked one topic. We just kind of do an activity or discussed about it or brought a resource. Each one of us brought a resource and then read it all together or watch it together. And then we just kind of had some basic little understanding on that topic which you have picked. And that's all. And we also shared it in self channel, what we did in that session. That's all we did till now. Not necessarily we have to do the same in next sessions also.
So how is your experience of doing this 4 weeks or 4 topics? What's been your experience? Is it adding something to you? And what are the reasons for asking guides to be a part of it?
Okay, I feel that in some way it has added a bit value for us also, since we are speaking about the topic, as in we are having a discussion, it helps us to understand why we are facing it, so that we can maybe work on it. And also, one of the reason why we are asking the guides to be there is to kind of also have a discussion and also to get more topics in.
And basically, what I felt was like those discussions or the activities we did brought awareness. It's not like we really applied or understood or something, but we were aware of how we were being, how we are now. So that's something that I got. And another reason for asking for guys is that to get a lot of exposure, like we are thinking that obviously you guys would know much more than what we do, so we would get more exposure from you guys. Anything else?
Okay, I think fair enough. Like, give us also some time. And we'll also think, maybe at least we'll start thinking from our end what is the extra exposure that all of us have over you guys, and maybe all of us as guides can put in areas that we would want to help them with in terms of self-development. But is it only related to self-development? Are you open to other areas also? Like, I'm thinking of like a client communication or writing or professional writing or anything else as well? Or you want to focus on only self-development
That's
for now?
also self-development, right? Whatever you just listed.
Okay, I was thinking self-development more from,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was thinking more from how we do these self-visioning exercises, right? Like, as in
I
how
mean,
you
I was saying, I agree with you. Like, those things which you mentioned later are different from self-development. Those are like skills that we use like professionally.
right. So that, yeah.
You use both for
But
everything, no?
they're
Yeah.
they still contribute to you landing your internship or whatever. So I still count that as self-development. You're developing
Yes.
something. It's not necessarily a skill you have, like, or your skill, but it's still something you're developing. I guess.
And also, like,
Yeah.
client communications are like kind of something which you need while you go outside to the world and speak. So it's kind of self-development.
But those are used in like generally in professional sense, not like in personal way. But okay, if everyone says, "Oh, if we can do it," I'm not saying we can't do it. No, not nothing like that. We can still do it also. Okay.
Yeah, you can take one on all these professional skills. You can take one session.
No, we have given that offer.
Okay.
So guides.
Yeah. All right. So I think as a pointer for guides, all of us is that, in the next few days, let's at least by tomorrow, let's think of some topics that we want, that we can share with them, and then we can put a schedule to it as to who can take when, what. Yes. And it can be a lot of co-creating with these guys. Okay. We don't have to be like giving them gyan. Of course, let's not do that. So let's aim at co-creating with them rather than us doing all the work. Let us make them do a lot of work too. So through the sessions. So yeah, that. Yeah. So Ratnesh has said this is also a learning for us to be facilitators.
One more thing that we have selected each one and each one from the yesterday, that should be the, I think, Excel sheet should be maintained or something, tracking this each one, what guide is doing, what topic has taken. Can you make it Excel and send? I will post it there. Somebody is doing it in the drive, Coversity drive.
I can make that Excel, and maybe each of us can start. I'll share it on Discord, and we can share what topic we would want to take and when. I'm not going ahead with next week, so someone else has to take. Okay, I'm already saying.
Quick question, Kritika and Ratnesh. Now that the cohorts have almost come to some kind of a freezing of their domains, is the domain expert resource which will slowly start popping up? Take, for example, photography. Hari and Eden have combined. UX, UI design, Shreya has already taken a very big lead and she's moving forward. So the domain expert piece, I think, is the time to bring in, or they'll still have to continue their research and things like that.
I think I feel we need to ask them also, as in, I think we need to ask them first whether they are they want that piece of intervention at this point or not. So yeah, as guides, when we are speaking to them, we can take stock of where they are in their own journey and whether they need a mentor at this point, or they want to build something and then get it to a mentor. So I have taken notes to some extent, at least whatever these guys have been sharing. But yeah, I think it would help if someone else is kind of taking on from here on.
So Ratnesh, you can start from now. It's okay if you didn't take till now.
You mean you're looking for a note taker from next week onwards?
Can you say
Can you
again? I
please
couldn't hear you.
repeat?
Oh, you're telling me?
No, were you asking for a note taker from next week onwards?
Yes.
Someone to keep notes? I can do that.
Yeah, not you alone every time. Yeah, but maybe at the start
I
itself, someone
will
can
do
say,
it.
I'm taking notes.
I can
Okay.
also do it. Thus.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll want different people to do. Let not one person be in charge of that, I feel.
And the summary can be posted in the cohort working channel. The notes can be posted after the meeting. And I have gone ahead and taken the liberty to create a channel called Roadmap in the Coversity category. Just to the review and the planning channel is more on a day-to-day basis, your reviews, your reflections, your immediate plan, while the roadmaps can be the broader roadmaps of what you are planning over the next 2-4 weeks and what are your needs for that and so on, so that we don't get lost in the day-to-day thing. We still have a zoomed out picture. So I've just created a separate channel. If it makes sense, we can continue with that. If it doesn't make sense, it can always be removed. So, yeah. Also, any other channels, anybody thinks that we need this kind, that kind, just because I am the Discord admin also doesn't mean that only I can decide. Anybody can decide. You just have to tell me. I shall do the needful.
They asked some sessions, right? It can be professional or self-development. If you can have separate channel for those sessions, like putting up what all, like planning and reflection.
I think in the guides thread we can make it under the guide.
I guess
Sorry?
we can create a thread for it.
Yeah,
We
thread.
can make it as
can...
a thread in the guides, under the guides.
So Nalini, you want that only for the guides, or you want it for everybody?
No,
To
for everybody, for
discussion?
everybody. Yes.
Yeah,
because
so,
we are planning and
so that is where there is already a self and social channel that is being, that's a Aarohi community wide. So we don't want to be totally a secluded group. So for self and social, we are doing it there so that there is also an interaction with the larger community. So suppose today we do an activity on whatever, let's say emotions. So let us share notes there. Everything doesn't need to be within the Coversity channel. So that's what we had decided. But yeah, if going forward we feel no, we need a dedicated channel, we can shift it here also. So the first preference would be, at least from my perspective, to keep that as open, because self-development is at any age for everybody. It is not specific to only of this group. Though this group could be doing it among themselves, which is fine. But that's the idea.
yeah, whatever, like at least like whatever this group is making, doing, at least for that something like separate. If you have that, they are saying like Wednesday 3 to 4 they are meeting, and we can get one idea and put everything there. I don't know what to call that. Like they are having this, right? Already they are doing that 3 to 4.
Yes, so to
Wednesday.
that extent, we can use Coversity working channel. That's the working channel. If there's some idea that this week, let's do this, just use the working channel.
Okay.
That's the common working channel. If you can't think of anything, just put it in the working channel. As simple as that. That's like the dashboard channel.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but nothing is set in stone. So as in any time the whole group thinks, yeah, this is required, we can always create it. No issues.
So
Okay,
just to inform.
Yeah, go ahead, Nelly. Go ahead, Nelly.
Yeah, today, like I had planned to, like I have put up one post in Coversity working. So at the same time, Shreya, I guess she was talking about this self-development. I have put up one question, request for all of you cohorts that please answer that, so that you want to involve us also. I guess that will be a starting point. So please read that and reply to it.
So just a small thought, Nalini, when we are doing, if you are wanting to do something like this, wouldn't it be nice if all of us do that? Why only the cohort people? Why not I look at myself and think of my one strength, my one channel? It's so then it's more togetherness. Otherwise, like we are coming up as we are some whatever. You know what I mean?
No,
It's
like
as equitable.
yeah. No, I didn't think that way, but like I was thinking of just putting up something in cohort working, like Coversity working, and I had already prepared that in my mind, and at the same time, she also put up that self-development just like that. I didn't think about that in that sense because I don't know. Specifically, I wanted them to answer. Yeah, that's nobody can answer. I can put same thing in self-social also. Not a problem.
So just to also share with the we had our the guides meeting yesterday. So this is more sharing with the cohort. So we created a little list. The list is there in the guides channel. Obviously, you wouldn't be going there to see it in general. So I thought I can just quickly share it if that is okay with everybody, so that if you want to add anything to from our side. Do you think that's a good idea, guides?
Sure.
Sure.
Sorry, just give me a moment. Right, this was the list. It has 2 sides to it. We just did it in one slide. We're a little miserly in using this slide yesterday. At least I was. So we're calling it the left side or the right side, or rather the left side is the self side and the right is the working side.
So what is this for?
Sorry?
So what are you using this for?
Okay, so we were brainstorming as to which are the areas in which we can add value to your working, to the cohort working. So this is the list that we came up with. Obviously, more can be added to this. So these are the areas. One list is on the left-hand side and one on the right-hand side. And well, we are hoping we'll add value to the cohort in these areas. So if any of these areas you say, no, we don't want, well, that's fine. Or if you want some other areas also where we can add value, so you can also share. So I'm also sharing for this reason. So you can add to this list.
Yeah, and also some of the guys have taken a pole position on each of those points and said we'll take the lead. So point two, I am very keen, cohorts, to really get you guys. I think this meeting is still looking stiff, so I think we need to find a way how to make it a little more vibrant and a little more easy on everyone. So point two I've taken, and point three on the right hand side, self-project. So I think I'll get a good chance to interact more with each of you and collaborate further on that. So 2 and 3, Vinod.
Should we all say that? Then on the left side, I have taken 1, understanding themselves, etc. And on the right side, 11, planning and reflections.
I have taken left side for experience domain and right side cohort projects.
Just to clarify, the number 10 on the right hand side, which is collaborations, is actually collaboration with the world. It could be with other community members, it could be with people outside the community, actually anybody. So, for example, if somebody else is doing something and you say, I can also collaborate in your project. So, for example, yeah, just that can also be very interesting.
So, folks who have taken ownership of these respective whatever pointers, like I'm just trying to understand how do they, it's like organically they pitch in every time they feel they can pitch in, or it's like they take sessions, or it's just, I'm trying to see, it's based on how the need would be, I'm assuming, how they want to do it.
I think these are a little bit of proactive steps, Kritika. I think at least point two, what I've taken, my intention was to start connecting with them a little more on a one-on-one basis, and meeting them, maybe take them out for a small trip here, get the bonding going. So those are the areas I thought I will spend a little bit of time. And the self-projects also, I think each of them have got their own, different people have got different skills and different talents. So maybe just a little bit of encouragement and giving some additional tips. So more of a proactive step from the guides, not the other way around. The one-on-one, obviously, each one have taken some responsibility for one cohort. But these 2 points will be a very proactive step from the guide side. And if we are a little bit overwhelming for them, then we just back out a little bit.
Yeah, so good that you brought this up, Kritika. And I think, yes, so that's the beauty of it. So we as different guides can think of how we can approach it, like how we know this saying, I would like to be proactive. So that's also a subtle kind of thing for other guides. And the cohort members can also ask for it now that they know, okay, VP is part of cohort projects and Vinod is part of self projects. So they can, they can connect with them or ask for something, like they're asking for self-development sessions. So in the same way, they can ask for, guidance there. Okay, anyway, we would be mapping this in the spreadsheet also, right? Somebody has taken up that, so I think, and everybody will have access to it, so. Right, 1 minute left, so let's, anybody, anything you want to share? How are you feeling? What are you thinking?
It's time to connect.
Shreya says it's time to.
Cohorts, any guides? Is there any time regularly you have any slot for this coversity thing? We can meet regularly. Not even any person want to contact any guide. You have any? We can maintain a slot to contact each other every day or some other time. Any time. It is a free time or comfortable time. That is the way I am thinking to contact each other, some other way to contact each other.
So for everybody to have a common time, we already have this as a common time, VP. But more than that, I think you can, if you want to connect with, for example, let's say with Eden or with anybody, I think DM, you can just use DM, or if you want to connect the whole group, you can connect it direct. Let's just use Discord for that. Unless we are again talking about whole group meeting at a certain time. As of now, the whole group meets Wednesdays 7, which I'm assuming is good for most of us. We'll see as we go along.
I think he is asking guides. I think he's asking about guides.
Guides meeting is there Tuesday.
Tuesday, we are meeting Tuesday.
I think VP was wanting to know a common slot when he can call any of the cohort member. Is that what you're saying, VP?
Yeah, that is my whole idea.
Right, so I think you will have to connect with that cohort.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so one request is there are two options. One is in cohort working, please share your phone number so that everybody can save everybody's number. The other option is in Discord in your profile, you can put your number. Then at any point of time, I don't have to search the number. Rather, it's there when you click on somebody's name. So that's another way. So then people can quickly, find you kind of. Yeah, so for example, if you click on my name in Discord, you will get my phone number also. So like that. So that just makes it easier for people to connect with each other. Okay. Shall we pause here? I think Anand is saying something. Okay, no, he's asking. Okay.